Hello, so we're back. This So we have Sharia Pereira here, our next author for the day. Hello, Sharia. So has turning point been a turning point?
Well, it has definitely been a turning point because I really didn't expect it to turn my life this big. I just started my journey without having a big goal, thinking that I even come to places like this, but it definitely has been a turning point.
So this is your first
Novel. Yes.
right? Can you tell us something about the story or what made you write this?
This story is a romance novel. It's about a couple named Josh and Ellie. So the main idea of this book is about love and faith. Those are two strong things I think in everyone's lives. So this book highlights how faith is important in our relationships.
Right.
Because I believe whatever religion we have, having faith in those religions does have a big impact on the relationships we have.
Right. Someone like very young like you, talking about an aspect like this at a time when a lot of people are discarding faith or religion as something unnecessary, irrelevant, and looking at institutional laws of religion, where how it is governed and all that. How is it that you got inspired to look at love and relationships in this kind of a view?
My background from small days, I have learned in church. So through that, I have developed a good relationship with God.
Right.
So in everything I do, I believe that religion comes first. And for more,
You mean spirituality?
yes.
Right?
For most people, religion is just either they pray or just talk about it, but it's a deeper connection. It's not just the belief we have, but I think faith and about God and everything has a big impact on our lives, and it revolves around our life. I personally believe.
Right. So what made you like now write? Have you always been a writer? Have you always been inspired by language as a
Yeah.
child?
I really wanted to write my own book from small days. First, I wanted to write a book about myself, but then I thought I don't think that's a good idea to start with. So I really love writing because ever since I'm a little child, I've always been into reading. I always read all the time. Most of the time when I'm home, I do read. So I wanted to know how it feels when others read my book. Because when I like to read a book, I feel like what must that person, the author, be feeling right now if I say how I feel. So I wanted to know what that feeling is, and now I understand how it is to feel that.
Great. Would you like to read some of this?
As soon as I came home, I got a message from Ben saying that Josh is okay and he regained his consciousness again. I wanted to rush back, but it was too late. Now I can go to bed peacefully. It's 5 a.m. and my phone started to ring endlessly. It's Ben. Ali, I need you to calm down, okay? His condition is kind of serious. Well, honestly, a lot serious. He wants to see you so quickly come as you can. Come safe. I rushed to the hospital as fast as I could. He held my hand, so tight. He was crying. I looked into his eyes. You are going to be fine, Josh. Trust me. I love you a lot. Ali, you are the best thing I got. Please, I mean it. No matter what happens, I want you to know that I love you a lot. And just stay safe. That's the best thing you can do to make me happy, even if I am there or not. Stay happy always, Angel. Live your life, achieve all your dreams. I am sorry if I made you upset. I'm sorry for every wrong thing I did to you. I have never met someone like have to go. Stay safe. I love you the most. Remember that. Josh, stop. No, don't say that, Josh. Here, this is for you. Read it once you get time. I will, my life. You will be fine, okay? Trust me. Do not lose hope. You will be okay. We were all asked to go out of the room. I ran back inside to see Josh one last time. I was losing hope. I just wish that Josh will recover soon. I could not let go of him. They dragged me out of the room and made me sit on the chair. While we were sitting, he was taken on the bed to the ICU. The cancer has spread everywhere. There's a high chance that he will leave us. No, no, I won't let him die that easily. I will fight till the last second. I didn't start this to end it like this. How can healing can go? Knowing that he will only stay with us for a few days kills me. Ali, I need you to calm down. I know it's hard, but what can you do to help him? Even after the doctors had said there is no coming back. This is not easy for us. How can I live without him? We planned our whole future together. Me wearing the wedding gown, walking down the aisle. He said how anxious he is to see me. We planned all this. After talking about all this, how can I let him go this easily? I know, Alan, just stay strong. I took the letter he gave me and I started to read it. To my dearest Ali, these past 5 years we have known each other is the most amazing time I've had in my life. Even though we both never expected that I would ever go through something like this, I know you have continued to love me. I just want you to know that no matter what, I will always love you. You hold the most special and important place in my life. It's almost as if I found the missing piece that I was searching for. You and I fit perfectly with each other. I don't know what will happen to me now, whether I will live, whether I will die. But I know one thing. That is, I loved you and I still love you. I am a better person because of you. I want to say thank you for being with me through everything the past 5 years. When I saw you at first at the party, I knew you were the one. Every day was smiles with you for the past 5 years. I'm sorry if I have made you cry, worry and upset. All I ask is you to be happy with or without me. I don't know if I'll live tomorrow. Please be happy no matter what. The letter did not help me at all. Josh sounds as if he has given up in his life already. All I could do was cry and cry. My subconscious was asking me to pray, although I didn't want to. But I felt to give it a try, since I was ready to do anything to get my Josh back. There's nothing I would say no to in the moment, so I prayed.
Right. Nice. And let me ask you this: what sort of things did you read as you're very young? Yeah. So, like, in this journey, that you said that you read and you wanted to know the feeling of being a writer. What sort of writing attracted you in your journey of growing up?
As I was growing up, I started with children's book, obviously, and I started to read more romantic novels. That inspired me to start this book.
Right. So you looked at the present society, Sri Lankan society, and then you thought of writing this kind of a story. Right. How has the response been like?
It has been great. I've got so many responses through Facebook. People I don't know even, strangers. So they have said how this book impacted them personally. So that has been great. I've got many good responses. I've also got few criticisms because this is a subjective book because it involves religion.
Right.
So it depends on the reader.
Right. Because you based your more or less.
Yes.
Right. And so you published pretty young as, like, how has that been? Has it been a difficult one, or did you get accepted by a publisher soon? Were you rejected? Did you have to?
Since I self-published,
Oh, this is self-published, right? Okay.
since it's my first time, I wanted to get the experience.
Okay, so you didn't go to publishers, you did it on your own first.
Yes.
Right, right.
It has been quite challenging because at first I didn't know what I had to do
Right.
since I'm doing it alone. But through the way I somehow managed to get the things done.
Right, because we don't know actually most that now people know, because I was even now, like, you don't really take the challenge of self-publishing. It's tough work, right? But nevertheless. So you said that your friends and peers responded in a positive way to this, right?
Hi, I'm Marguerite. Since you're starting out with independent publishing, you probably can continue also, if you like. Have you been working to establish a list of followers for the next book that you'll do? How are you working on that?
I've started on my next book. So since I'm self-publishing, I try to manage the social media through Instagram, through Facebook. So by advertising on those, I try to make the people who read my book.
What do you think the young readers are interested in reading? What kind of topics, titles, and
As of now, I feel like more adventurous.
but so okay, you think that the younger readers are interested in that type of books, but that you went to something totally different. Weren't you scared that, oh my God, will I be even read, let alone be accepted or be appreciated?
At first, I was doubting myself, to be honest, because as I was writing and reading through, I had to cut so many areas. I felt like this is not suitable. Will people accept me? I had that question. Even after I published my book, I felt like, will they be interested in reading? But surprisingly, most people did like what I published.
So do you relate to any protagonist, anything, have you put in you anything personal in this? No, okay. No, just asking. Read some.
I had an urgent meeting to attend to in the morning. As I was briefing my proposal to my clients, my phone started to ring endlessly. Before I could even say hello, Ben shouted, "Ali, come to the hospital now." "Ben, is everything okay? You are scaring me. Please say me if everything is okay." "Ali, hurry up right after the meeting, okay? It's an emergency. Please calm down." I soon got over my meeting and drove to the hospital. "What has happened to Josh? Is he okay?" "Well, if it's good news, Ben would have said me right away. Maybe since it is bad, he won't say me through the phone, like last time when Josh felt sick. I am nervous. I hope he is okay." I parked the car in the parking lot and ran to the lift. There was a whole bunch of people waiting for the lift, and I knew that I didn't have a chance to scoot in. So I hurried my way and took the stairs. I ran up to the room Josh was in. I opened the door and peeked in. There was nobody. I started to become even more tensed. Where is Josh? I saw the gifts laying on the table. They weren't even opened yet. I sat down on the nearby chair and started to dial Ben's number. As I turned the other side, I saw a trolley with a body covered in a white blanket. I started to panic. Is this Josh? I started to cry loudly. I was too scared to go and see who it was. I am sure it is Josh, because Josh is not even in his room. I fell down on my knees and started to cry. My Josh, he has left me. As I was sitting on the floor, I heard a tap on my shoulder. I turned and I was fascinated and speechless by what I saw.
Right. Are you still studying?
I'm an undergraduate.
Okay, you're an undergraduate. Right. So how do you manage time and all that? Since when have you been
I
writing?
started to write in 2020
Right.
during the pandemic, so I had time to write.
Okay. Right.
I took 2 years to write it.
Mm-hmm.
And 2022 I was done
Right.
at the beginning, and I published in December 2022.
Right. So, did you find a professional editor, or how did you go about it? Like when you self-publish it, these are the kind of challenges that you have. Because editing is something that is most people tend to forget it these days. Some people don't even know that there are editors, and some editors destroy that, so they don't matter about that. But when you self-publish, these are the kind of challenges that you come up with.
I had everyone's help when I was doing this.
Right.
So the editor was one of my friends, who's
Okay.
a brother to me, so in our church. So he helped me with that. The proofreading was done by my friends.
Okay.
So I got all the help I needed.
That's beautiful. And you were giving it in a very, did you see it's beautifully packaged and bookmark and everything? So, was that very costly?
Was but since it was first course,
First
I wanted
contact.
to do it properly.
Right. So we did in beautiful presentation and everything as well. Right. Okay. Anything else that maybe you can read somewhere?
It was 11 o'clock in the night. I started to get more worried because usually he phones me at this time for a good night call. I was starting to get tense about a horrible dream I saw about Josh, and now he's not answering my calls. Finally, my phone started to ring. Finally, it was Josh. Feeling a huge sense of relief, I clicked answer. Before I could even say anything, he started freaking out. Ali, please don't do this to me. I can't lose you. Oh Josh, calm down. Are you okay? I was getting worried. Why was your phone switched off? I'm doing okay, Ali. I was just having a headache. Okay Josh, I got worried because I saw a very bad dream. I was just calling to make sure you are okay. I'm sorry. I'm doing fine. It's late now. And I'll keep the phone now. I'm sorry if I got you worried. I didn't intend to. I promise I won't ask you to pray again. Seeing your calls made me worried that something was wrong. Can I say one last thing? Yes, go on. Please, I know you will like when I say all about these prayers and God, but I know and everything, but you know I want you to. By cutting him off right there, I shouted, Josh, why can't we just have a normal conversation? Man, this boy is so stubborn. Calm down, Ali, calm down. One day you will realize, and until then, I'll keep quiet. Oh no, I won't. Yes, you will, Ali. Everyone has a turning point.
Right, great. Anything you would like to tell somebody who's hoping to become a writer?
I just want to say go on, start it. Because I have many friends who have started their books but have not published yet. Some are wanting to write, but they also have that feeling, will I get accepted? I think we all should have that self-confidence that everything is going to be okay. That not everyone will like it, but but there are some who will want to read your book. So I think you just should go for it.
Right. Okay. Like in this, like, didn't you think of like publishing it online or something? Because nowadays a lot of people tend to go with that trend.
I was having that conversation with an idea about publishing a ebook. Maybe the next one I'm working on, I want to be able to.
No, I was just not. You should publish the. I was right. But you still went for this option. Right. Great. Okay. Thank you very much. Anything? Do you have anything that you would like to tell us before? Right. Thank you. Thanks a lot.